Obviously the number one question was, where are you traveling? How long will the trip be? Are you going to cut your hair off again like before the last Holly Goes Solo trip? At the moment I'm in this kind of weird place. I just had to think from like an outsider's perspective. How will you manage your tutoring? Yes, please give me more of it. How do you finance your travels? What is your workout schedule? Are you thinking of launching something new, like working with more science communicators? 2 weeks from today I will be leaving the UK. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. It's hit me today that it is so close. I literally I can't even contain my excitement. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. So I am filming a Q&A, as you can tell from the title. So you guys sent in loads of questions on Instagram. Honestly, thank you so much for doing that. And I feel like you coordinated secretly behind my back because they fit into really nice categories. It's great. If you like this video, as always, give it a thumbs up. And if you are excited for Holly Goes Solo to return, give this video a thumbs up as well. I want to point out that my hair does not look amazing today. I clearly had a very good night's sleep and the curls have just been flattened. But anyway, let's start with how are you? And the reason why I picked this question is because, you know, we can often overlook this question and just skip it. But I feel like at the moment I'm in this kind of weird place, and I have been in this weird place since I gave my TEDx talk. Every time like I finish something or I achieve something that's quite a big achievement for me, whether that be like running the London Marathon or giving a TEDx talk or finishing my masters, you know, I always go through this phase where I feel really lost and confused. And I was listening to A Diary of a CEO, the podcast, yesterday, and Stephen said something that really hit the nail on the head with this. It was the conversation he had with Jack Mate. If you're interested in listening to the episode, it was actually a really inspiring episode. I really loved it. This is not quick fire, Holly. We're already diving into a deep conversation. But anyway, hear me out on this, because he was saying that as soon as, say for example, Olympians get that gold medal, a lot of them go into a depressive state, for example, because, you know, they've reached this end goal and they don't know what to do with themselves. And I am not comparing myself to an Olympian. I am not by any means an Olympian, but it's like after you've accomplished something big, like once you reach that peak of the mountain, it's like, where do you go from there? And I feel like I am quoting Ali Abdaal at the moment because this is like his mantra, you know, journey before destination. But it's so true. Like the journey is the fun bit, and when you get to the destination, it's kind of strange. So I'm in this lull where I'm like, what do I do now, you know, because I did my TEDx talk and I was so proud of that achievement, which, by the way, the video hasn't come out yet. It will be on the TEDx YouTube channel, and it will probably come out when I'm like flying in the sky somewhere. Keep your eyes peeled and I will let you guys know as well, obviously. But yeah, that is why I'm really excited to travel, because it will be a fresh start, a new little chapter. Quick fire question: do you have a PO box? No, I don't have a PO box. I've never had a PO box. To be honest with you, I don't know how to set one up. Also, these first questions, I put them in the category of random questions. Hole with a green heart emoji. Loads of green heart emojis in this one. I love the green heart emoji. That's like my favorite emoji, and I feel like it's the one I always use. But anyway, why did you delete the cruise ship video? I really wanted to see it. So I did address this in not my last weekly vlog, the weekly vlog before that, but yes, I did take the video down. And I will summarize kind of what I said in that video here, but essentially I really loved making the video, you know, like mum and I just having a really great time. But I am very grateful that you guys sent in your comments and criticisms, because now looking back, I just had to think from like an outsider's perspective. You know, if someone who didn't know me came to my channel and they saw a video like about zero waste and they were quite environmentally conscious themselves, they will be like, oh wow, that's really cool, she tried going zero waste. And then they see the next video as I went on a cruise ship, which from the thumbnail maybe looked as if I actually went on a cruise ship holiday, which I didn't. It was just an event, but I feel like that would have been very strange to see. Cruise ships, they are very environmentally damaging, and you know, that's not really me. I try to do so much for this planet. So yeah, I have left the video down. Again, like, thank you to you guys who raised this as a point, because I often get far too excited and, you know, I don't see all perspectives when people like watch my videos. Anyway, last random question: do you miss the old Studious Holly? By the way, I love you just the way you are. That's honestly so kind. But yeah, do I miss the old Studious Holly? My answer to this is No, because like all good times come to an end and people grow and people change, and with like YouTubers or influencers online, like we are our own brand as it were, but people sometimes can forget that we change. Somebody can watch a video say from 3 years ago on my channel and then watch a video that I posted say yesterday, and those two videos might pop up side by side on your YouTube homepage, and so sometimes it can be very difficult to comprehend that there is a 3-year gap between posting those videos, so obviously there is going to be a change. So now let's move on to the travel questions, because you guys sent in so many travel ones. Obviously the number one question was, where are you traveling? Like, what's the destination? And I will be dropping hints throughout this video, okay? But I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna tell you where I'm going exactly yet, and if you want to guess, please feel free to leave your guesses down below, and I want to see how many of you guys get it correct. Anyway, why did you choose this place? Let's start with this one. Looking at my bucket list of top destinations, I was trying to work out which would be best to visit at like this time of year, which are best for solo travelers, female solo travelers, and I will be doing it without like a lot of tours, so it will be very much self-guided, and so I just wanted a place where I would feel safe and happy. I know a lot of places are opening up, but I needed to be able to understand what I needed to get or have to go to this place, and yeah, just thinking about like what I wanted to do, the foods I wanted to eat. This place has been on my bucket list for a very long time, and I'm very excited. Not a question, but please do a pack with me. If you guys want a packing video, I will do a packing video. I did do one for Australia, so I can do one again if you guys are interested. Any other video ideas as well for like travel content, let me know down below. Yes, it will be focused on like vlogging and stuff, but if you want me to talk about anything in particular, then let me know, whether that be like budgeting or how much I'm spending or loneliness, safety. Let me know down below, because I can incorporate that for sure into my videos. Are you nervous or excited, or both? Definitely both. I think excitement at this point outweighs the nervousness, but I feel like close to the time the nerves will start to ramp up and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm leaving. And I feel like one of you guys asked about homesickness. How do you deal with homesickness whilst being abroad? Yeah, this is something that I hope I will be able to share more advice on following this trip, because I feel like I'll be able to better get over homesickness. I'll know how to manage it at this point, and from my past experience it takes me a long time to get over it because I just don't know how to deal with homesickness. The things that really help me are just like staying in contact with my family. Obviously we have the beauty of technology and FaceTime. You guys have always left such inspiring comments on my videos when I ask about homesickness and I talk about this, but something that has always stuck with me is to remember that home will always be home and it will always be there for you, and it will just feel even more special when you return. What do you expect to learn from Holly Goes Solo this time? Oh, that is such a good question, a very deep one. I don't think I have the answer to this. I don't think I can predict what's going to happen this time. I'm just very excited for the adventure. That is what really like gets me so hyped, you know, the fact that I'm going to be exploring new places, meeting new people, learning more about myself, because there is always more we can learn. I'm just actually buzzing, as you can probably tell. Are you going to cut your hair off again like before the last Holly Goes Solo trip? I really don't know. I was thinking about this literally like 2 days ago. I did cut my hair fairly recently, and you guys know I wasn't too happy with it. I was happy with it, but the hairdressers just weren't great, whatever. I think it's gonna come down to whether I have enough time or not. Or maybe I should leave it down to you guys. Maybe I should do a poll on Instagram. Should I cut my hair off or not? And if the majority of you guys say yes, I'll just do it, you know? I'll let you guys decide and I won't have to make the decision myself. How to plan a solo trip from scratch. So a lot of you guys asked me about planning and budgeting and how I did it and how long it took me. I feel like I need to talk about this in a whole video, and I would much rather do it when I have all of my resources and I can talk you through step by step how I did it. How long will the trip be? It will be a month, and the reason why I can't go for much longer than that is because I need to come back to have laser and stuff later on in the year. We'll talk about that later, but I do have other things planned as well. So stay tuned, you know, lots to come. How will you manage your tutoring? This is an interesting one, because obviously when I went to Australia I did not have Holygemia. I was just tutoring independently. So Holygemia will still stay running. Obviously The summer months are the quieter months, yes, but I will still be doing the admin and all the emails and behind the scenes whilst I'm away. I just won't be tutoring myself. I do have other tutors on the team and they will continue to take sessions and stuff, but I just won't be doing any tutoring myself. How are you going to meet people and make friends? So with this one, I will just be staying in a lot of hostels and stuff and meeting people that way. Like, that's the best way to meet people when you're traveling. And so this is another reason why solo traveling is going to challenge me and push me, you know, because I will be outside my comfort zone. But that excites me now. Like, in the past, the thought of being outside my bubble was just so daunting and I hated that feeling. But now I'm just like, yes, please give me more of it, you know. Like, I'm so excited. I obviously will need my time to recharge and edit and take time to myself, you know, but it's gonna be fun. Okay, this is another socializing question. Are you stressed out sometimes by feeling external pressure to socialize while traveling? I am. I feel like I don't feel any pressure. You can do as much or as little as you want to. That is the pure beauty of solo travel. You can decide what you want to do, where you want to go, how much time you want to spend doing this, doing that, socializing, you know. And that's something that I'm really looking forward to as well. Just having this complete freedom to do what you want. How do you finance your travels? Very simply, I will be using my own money. I will be using the money that I save and the money that I earn through doing what I do. So yeah, that's quite simply how I will finance my travels. Would you ever go back to Australia or even live in Australia? Double yes to this question. Like, yes, I would 100% go back. And who would I live in Australia? Yes, I would consider living in Australia. If Australia is not on your bucket list, I will come and personally write it down for you because it's just so great. Not a question, but I hope you're going somewhere warm. Don't burn if you are. Yeah, I was actually looking at sun cream this morning. Factor 50 or above for me. I will be wearing sun cream religiously and I'm hoping to get maybe a bit of a glow, but I do not want to burn. And it is best to limit your sun exposure when having laser treatment. I will have to have patch tests redone when I come home, but that implicitly tells you that I'm going somewhere warm, right? Will you be running whilst you are away? Hopefully, yes, I will be running. Obviously not to the extent I'm doing now, and I have quite a nice regular routine at the moment, but I will, yes, want to keep running because I am doing the London Marathon in October again this year and maybe some other running stuff, so I want to keep my fitness levels up. We just do not want to end up in hospital, okay? I have already been ordering like rehydration tablets. So how long will your flight be? And if you're not flying, your train journey or whatever. So I am flying and I have a direct flight. I did pay a bit more to get a direct flight just because I kind of wanted to avoid the layover and it wasn't that much more. It's about like 12 hours or something. So if you know your geography or if you want to do some calculations or some searching, then that might help you with the guessing game that we're playing here. Let's move on to kind of like fitness, workouts, running, food stuff. What is your workout schedule? So as I said before, I have kind of like a nice regular routine at the moment. My focus is still obviously running. I run like 3 to 5 times a week, just depends. I do more strength training than I was doing last year for marathon training, just because I feel like it's so beneficial in terms of like injury prevention and just building muscle so I can run further and faster. And then I do a mix of sessions throughout the week. I plan it all on Notion. I need to talk more about this, I feel like. What do you want to know? I did do a full week of workouts like last year for marathon training. It has changed now, but you might be interested in that if you are interested in all of this stuff. Like, I have always loved fitness and running and stuff. I love it for the right reasons now, and I love it so much more now that I'm doing it literally just for fun and to see progress and to like achieve really cool things like running marathons. Somebody then said marathon tips running Breton in 2 weeks. I'm honestly so excited for you. Like, wow, I would literally run a marathon tomorrow if I was given the opportunity because I loved it so much. But tips, oh my gosh, there's so much advice I could share. Think wisely, Holly, think wisely. My running coach said to me something that has stuck with me and I love this piece of advice. He said, your goal is simply to get to the start line. And I love that because yes, you want to get to the finish line as well, and it does not matter how long it takes you, it doesn't matter how fast you run, it's just about enjoyment throughout the majority of it. But like, you want to get to that start line feeling happy, feeling healthy, feeling ready to go, feeling excited, you know, that is your goal. and I love that mindset. Secondly, I think having backup podcasts and backup music to listen to when your motivation levels drop, especially towards the end, like mile 20, it's going to be hard throughout, but like trust me, when you reach mile 20, expect to reach your lowest point. And I had like 3 songs that I just played on repeat, 3 songs I really loved at the time that really gave me that extra boost and that pump. Have them ready to play, because the crowds will be amazing, but you know, there will be periods when there aren't that many people screaming and shouting at you. Also, make sure you have a good fueling strategy. Know what you're going to drink. Don't just drink water, please, because that's what I did and I ended up being really dehydrated afterwards. And yeah, just literally have fun. And then the last question in this section is, what are your favorite meals or food products at the moment? Tough question. I'm gonna say like anything that comes out of my air fryer. I'm loving the coconut collab yogurts at the moment. Like, they are so thick and just so good. Coconut collab products, honestly loving those. This is not food, it's a drink. I'm loving matcha lattes, like oat matcha lattes. I'm trying to make iced matcha lattes. Really getting into that green drink because I think it's great. Okay, and the last questions I've kind of put into this category called careers. This is not a matcha latte at the moment. This mug actually matches this jumper really well at the moment. I didn't coordinate that, but look. Okay, let's start with this question. Are you thinking of starting a full-time job? If you had to choose one, which one? I still feel like what I'm doing right now is not considered a proper job, but this is what I do. Like, everything I do collectively, so like YouTube, Holygemia, tutoring, social media stuff, that is my job. It blows my mind, and I am so incredibly grateful to sit here and say that I am doing something that I love and does not feel like work. And I also don't feel like I need to sit here and justify that I've worked really hard. I do work really hard, and I've like put a lot of time and effort into being in this position where I am now, but like, this is literally what I do. And to me, it seems so backwards that I would search to find something else that I want to do as like a job when I have something right in front of me that I love and I could do day in, day out for the rest of my life without question. But that doesn't mean to say that I don't have backup plans. I have literally backup plan B, C, D, all the way to Z. I'm not even joking. I have so many things that I love and could potentially do. And I feel like this idea of a career these days has completely changed. In the past, people would have like one job. They would work for one company for like the majority of their life. But that's just not the case now. Your career can change and evolve. Sorry if I missed the video where you talked about it, but what happened to your PhD? In short, I am not doing a PhD. I talked about this a lot in other Q&As and videos around the time when I was finishing my master's last year. But yeah, I'm not doing a PhD. There are lots of reasons why I chose not to do that. But I still tutor, I use my knowledge every single day, I'm still learning. I create biology content on BiHollyG. Yes, I don't pump out as much content as I would like to because I do everything myself and I take on quite a bit of tutoring sometimes, so I can't put as much energy and time into BiHollyG. But my goal with setting up BiHollyG was to combine my knowledge from everything I've learned during my studies with what I know from YouTube and editing and creating videos, to therefore spread science in a very accessible way, in a free way, so anyone can watch those videos. So yeah, I am using my degree. I'm just not using it in the stereotypical way or the way that maybe a lot of people expect me to have used it. But as I said, I am so much happier doing this than I would be if I chose to go down the research route. The final question then is, are you thinking of launching something new, like working with more science communicators? Is the example they gave. Let me tell you, I wake up every single day with new ideas, and if I could make all of those ideas come to life, then I would. But as I said before, I do everything myself, and it's literally just like me and my camera, Holly and her camera. Like, that is just what I do, and the beauty of that is, you know, I can do what I want. It will always feel like fun to me, which is the best. But the downside is that sometimes it takes a lot more time for me to do stuff or launch new things. At the moment, I'm just trying to balance everything I have going on. I don't want to spread myself too thin, as it were. But you know, I always have things in the pipeline and things I would love to do and bring out. And that's why I feel like what I do online is amazing, because it's ever evolving and there are always new opportunities and always new doors to open and things to try. But yeah, for now, the next big thing, as we've talked a lot about in this video, is Holly Go Solo. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If it is so long, I am very sorry, but I just wanted to pack in as many questions and share with you guys this kind of life update. Definitely like this video if you enjoyed it, and if you are excited for everything to come. Leave any ideas and suggestions down below, like I am always welcome to ideas. And if you obviously want to stick around, you want to follow my next big travel adventure, then definitely hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload, because I don't know what my upload schedule will look like when I'm away. But yeah, that is everything for today's video, and as always, I will speak to you very soon in another video. Bye! The phone is gonna fall. The hair is just so flat today. Like, I'm trying to boost it so we get a bit more volume, but it's not really working. I feel like I could be like a travel planner in an alternative universe. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay. Who's messaging me? Very soon. What the frick was that? Oh my god, I have an itchy ear. This is cold now. So much for a hot drink. I literally cannot tell you how much it makes me smile, because some of you guys have already guessed the destination on other videos, but I cannot tell you how much it makes me smile and happy when I see the right answer in the comment section. I'm like, yes, you know where I'm going, but you don't know that you know.